Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Happy Cinco de Mayo Day. I hope you're all going to do something to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We are having a Mexican dinner. So I hope you have something as well and enjoy it. All right, yesterday was May 4th, and I forgot to mention this. For all those of you who like Star Wars, it was May the 4th be with you. May 4th. Get it? May the force be with you. So my husband told me that after I made the video. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that day too. It was a beautiful day in the morning, and then it got colder and a little nastier in the afternoon. Alrighty, I have a bunch of shout outs today. So here are some shout outs for some siblings. Alali's brother and sister watch our daily videos. So hello to Alali's brother and sister. Owen's sister I know watches, so a shout out to her. And Ashley L had help from her sister with the crayon shavings for the sun catcher. So hello to all the siblings out there. If your sister or brother watches, tell me their name and I'll give them a shout out, right? Something fun, different for us to do. Another shout out goes to Ali for reading. Yesterday she read for 30 minutes, so great job. And last week I told you, or yesterday I think I told you about the certificate for Math IXL, and it was 110 questions. And I was thinking, I said actually that we average around 5,000 questions. Well, that was not correct for last week. I got a report yesterday for our weekly report for last week. And any guesses how many questions our class answered last week? Any guesses? All right, you answered 16,687 questions last week. Awesome, and they ranked our top 5. So we'll go backwards. Ready? Our 5th top person in the class was Lorenzo with 894 questions. Way to go, Lorenzo. Number 4 was Ariana with 1,120 questions. Fantastic. Number 3, Christian with 1,167 questions. Wow, that's a lot of questions. Number 2 was Luca. Well done, Luca, with 1,252 questions. And our top winner, you ready? Drum roll. Was Alali with 1,430 questions answered. So let's see who we can do it for next week. Now, we didn't, and we won't be doing Math IXL. We didn't do it yesterday, today, or even tomorrow because we're doing the Topic 12 test. We did a little bit of science. So if you want to be one of our top people, you might want to go on and you could do some math review, or you could do some more science. I noticed that a few of you did a bunch of science. Like I think Amelia did a bunch of science, and I noticed Ali went on yesterday, and Lorenzo. So if you want to do, that's fantastic. And I'll let you know next week who our top winners are. All right, our Zoom schedule for today. We have, I hope you remember, so let's see. If you are in the red group, raise your hand. All right, so red group, you are Alice, Amelia, Christian, Charlie, Ashley P, Avery, Ion, Adrielle, and you are meeting at 10:30. The link is pinned to the top of the grade 4 page. Orange group, raise your hand. All right, so the following people should have their hand up. Alali, Owen, Morgan, Lucas Neto, Alex, Ashley L, Megan, Jonathan. And you are meeting at 11:30. And the yellow group, raise your hand, yellow group. All right, that is Yusef, Maria, Lorenzo, Luca, Chris, Matthew, Brianna, and Ariana. And you are meeting at 12:30. So let's try this again. Hands down. Raise your hand if you're in the red group. Hands down. Raise your hand if you're in the orange group. Hands down. And raise your hand if you're in the yellow group. All right, hands down. A note out there, I hope, no, that's it. So 10:30 red group, 11:30 orange group, 12:30 yellow group. Now, please make sure you come prepared. I'm going to open up the waiting room since I had trouble on Friday. I'm going to open up the waiting room a few minutes early. Actually, I'll just open up the session a few minutes early for each of your schedules times. So please try to get in a couple minutes early in case you have trouble. Because you just never know when you're going to have trouble. I had no problem for like 10 Zoom meetings in a row, and then Friday I had so many problems. And I heard the same thing from parents. You know, it's technology, and there's always a little things that will be finicky. And sometimes you can just never figure out when it's going to be fine and when it's not going to be fine. So just go a little bit early. All right, so you're going to be bringing your math work from yesterday, which was the topic 12 test. We're using it as a review, but if you were in school, that's what you would have taken. Yesterday, you had to do questions 1 to 15, and you can see my boards are in the back. I did the math video to review, so you should have taken that. You should have completed numbers 1 to 15, and then watched the video and checked your work. And if you were confused on anything, it would be okay, because when you watch the video, you could see how to do it. And the benefit of the video, I keep telling you, is that you can rewind it and watch it again, no matter how many times it takes you to really understand it. So please make sure that's all done and you're prepared for today's meeting. Today's math assignment is going to be 16 to 30, and then it's Zoom tomorrow. We're going to review that. So today, just focus on, like this morning, we're just going to focus on 1 to 15. And then later in the day, you work on 16 to 30. And tomorrow, we will do that in the Zoom meeting. Please make sure you come with your questions, especially like the format of Zoom. It's not really, it is interactive, but it still is kind of, you really have to be able to ask a question. So write down any notes you want to ask me, any questions that you had trouble with, and we'll go over it. Alrighty, so let's get on to today's work. I told you about math. Our read aloud, next chapter in rules. So you're going to do that. ELA, if you have a mom or someone. Oh, Caroline's going to do a guest appearance. I told her she was the only one who hasn't done a guest appearance. Come, you could sit next to me for a minute.
Hi.
So tomorrow is Caroline's birthday. She's going to be how old?
18.
Oh, isn't she getting so big? And we've been working. What have we been doing?
We've been painting my room. I just finished painting my window.
Mm-hmm. So her room was, it was purple, like a bright, bold purple.
Like a lavender purple.
Yeah, it was kind of bold though.
Yeah.
Right. And we changed it to a really pretty pale blue. And now the room is an absolute wreck. There's like things everywhere, right?
All the furniture's pushed to the middle.
Yeah, so it's really messy, but it looks really nice. And her windows had wood molding around it, and we painted it like a bright white. It's so good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
You'll have to join us again tomorrow for your birthday.
Oh, okay.
We're having a formal night for her birthday. We're going to, since Caroline's missing her prom, right? So sad.
Yes, very sad.
But we have the dress, and you don't want to waste a good dress. So she's going to wear her prom dress for dinner on her birthday.
Yes.
And then Julie is going to wear her prom dress from when she was in high school. And Emma hasn't had a prom yet, so she doesn't have a prom dress. But Caroline went to like a formal event around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I think I showed everyone those pictures. She had this really pretty green dress on. And Emma's going to wear that tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow for your birthday. Yeah. And I don't know. I have to see what fancy dress I have. I do not have a long gown. And I don't think I'll fit into anyone else. Oh, that's all the three. We only have three. We only have three. And I wouldn't fit into them anyway. She's like 4 inches taller than me. She's very tall.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
I know, I'm little. Alrighty, so that we're going to have a formal dinner. Fancy china that we've only eaten on. You've never eaten on it.
I don't think I have, no.
I think I used it once before I had kids. So it's just been in the china closet. Raise your hand if you have china like that at home. You just we never use it. You never use it. I bet you, yeah. So we're going to do that. Trying to make something special for her birthday, right? Yeah. That'll be fun. And now Dad will have to wear a suit.
Well, we'll see if he does.
He doesn't like dressing up, but hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans, right?
Yep.
All right, thank you for your guest appearance. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Mwah. Alrighty, let me start again then with our 5 things that you have to do today. So 5 things. Listen to the next chapter in rules. Second, you are going to do your math, the topic 12 test. We're using it as a review, and it's numbers 16 to 30. The next thing is ELA. So if you have a mom or grandma sitting next to you, hit pause and ask them to step out for a minute. Okay, so in ELA, you're going to watch my video and you're going to do the second part of the scrapbook. Today, you're going to be doing all the coloring, which will be lots of fun. You're going to color the pictures to go with the writing, and I have a video to explain it. I got a few questions, messages about the scrapbook, and you can make every single one of these different colors. If you end up using 2 pages, what you should do is this. Let me get my scissors here. I don't have any scissors here. Okay, so if you need 2 pages, like if you write too much, just print out another one of these, cut it out, and you can put it, you can like glue it right on top and then just flip it up, right? Or staple it on top and you can just flip it up. All right, and then you'll have 2 pages. So the bottom page will be glued down, the top page, just a little bit of glue at the top or a staple at the top. All right, the only thing is if you staple it, you'll see the back of the staple on the cover, so maybe you don't, maybe you want to put a little tiny bit of glue on there. All right, so that is what our ELA assignment is for today. So if there was a mom or grandma sitting next to you, you can tell them to come back in the room now. All right, hi. Science, you're going to be identifying rocks using properties. We have a video and you're going to work on IXL today for science. And social studies, you're going to learn about working in factories. Let me tell you, it was not a good place to work in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Children worked in the factories along with adults. It was before child labor laws, and kids used to have to work 12, 15 hours a day, very bad working conditions, poor lighting, no heat, obviously no air conditioning. It was really unsafe as well. Lots of people got hurt, and it was just, and because they were in close quarters, they used to get sick, and it was just a bad situation. So you'll learn all about that today. Alrighty, so those are our 5 things. You'll see me a few times today. You'll see me in the math video. I'm going to do that next. And then you're going to see me in the ELA video. And of course, you always hear my voice in rules. Has anyone heard me yawn? Raise your hand. I happen to always, because you know I'm always doing something. I'm always busy. So when I sit down to read this, all of a sudden I get really tired. I start yawning a lot. I'm like, oh, so I apologize for the yawns. Alrighty, just a reminder again about our Zoom meetings. Red group, 10:30. Orange group, 11:30. Yellow group, 12:30. Come with your math and any questions. And I think that is it. Oh, I'm so glad that Caroline popped in and gave a little cameo, a little guest appearance. Maybe YouTube will freeze. Remember when Emma came in as our guest? YouTube froze that video with her coming in, and I thought that was really good. So maybe it will freeze Caroline coming in, the 2 of us sitting next to each other. I think it freezes when there's a lot of movement, which is why I'm always making some crazy face, which I'm not going to make now because that's how it will freeze me. But we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. It's a good one. Alrighty. Have a great Cinco de Mayo. And I will see you in the other subjects in my other videos. Alrighty, and then I'll see you for sure in live in person or virtual person during our Zoom meetings. See you later, everyone. Bye.